Inventory between 9 and $1 million in Barrie is rising, Mark.
Well, it's rising, and we're seeing a lot in that range of being that hasn't sold and being relisted. Right, we're seeing a lot of this old inventory that didn't sell in 2024 whenever they listed, and we've seen some trying from 4 months up to a year being relisted, and some not with very minimal price changes, and the odd one with being an increase in price. And you know, this isn't the market to be increasing prices on because demand is not high for these high price ranges. We're seeing single digits to 10 or 11% of the total inventory in that higher price range sell.
Well,
So,
yeah, so I'm going to show you what sold last month.
yeah,
So there was 59 actives, only 7 sold.
right. So when you punch that in as a percentage of what's selling, it's 11%. And the inventory is selling.
And what's funny, that range
9% isn't
dropped
selling.
that range dropped 42%
Right.
over the year before.
So that should be a big signal, right? When we look at that, when a seller goes to list, it has to really look closely. And to be honest, Dan, I really think that the sellers don't want an honest opinion today. They're going to try A, B, and C. And you heard the story, but I'm going to tell the viewers. Just went out for a walk. I ran into a colleague of mine, said he lost a listing today or the other day.
Yeah, the colleague is a real estate agent in Barrie.
Correct. In Barrie for many years, 20 years. Good
Yeah.
agent, guy, you name it. Gave a valuation on the property between 799 and I think it was 878 or 876. Sorry, 799 to 819. And 819 being the higher end. Okay, like that's a real big push. You're probably not going to get it. Wasn't happy with that evaluation. Went to another agent and they priced it at 876. So 50 grand more because they didn't like what the valuation was from agent A. So they gratified right to agent B with a high evaluation. So we have a lot of listings on our market that are very high and very overpriced. And we have in our conversations, we question it all the time. Why would you take that listing? Like, look at this. Why would we price this at this price? Because it's just becoming, well, it's a tough market. Agents, real estate agents are, it's not making much money,
Starving.
starving. So they just take anything and say, well, hopefully I'll beat them down to price change. That's it. So look at the data. I just don't believe. I said, you know what? I said that seller did you a favor. He'd make you open house it every weekend. Why isn't it selling? What are you doing to get it sold? What's your marketing strategy? How much are you spending? Really, that's what they're going to want. We can't create a market for something that's overpriced. We can create a market if the pricing is correct for the market. There's a big difference in that. So sellers, going to put this out there. If you want something on us, give us a call. And I'm
Well,
not soliciting your business, but even if you're thinking about it, you had agent A, B, and C, and you want sending me an email or a phone call, hey, this is what they said. You're in no contract. Call me. Call Diane. We'll
you know what frustrates me, Mark, about that whole thing is that you'll tell them it's overpriced. Like you'll say, well, this is what the price should be. And they want you to try higher.
It's not going to work. It's not working. Look at the
Well,
numbers. Go back
you
to our numbers when
you
you're
know what the thing is though, Mark? The thing that kind of drives me crazy, we're not really salesmen in a sense of the word where you go into I'm going to use this as an example, a used car dealership and they bullshit you and push you, hey, buy this. Like that world of fast talking and trying to push people into things is gone like 25 years ago. Like you can't sell something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the
okay.
market value and the house sells itself. We're just doing the deal. Like we're getting the photography, we're dealing with the other agent, we're trying to get you as much. We're brokering a deal is what we're doing.
We are. But
We're
even
not, we're not, we can't sell a house at any price. Do you see what I'm saying?
let's even make it simpler. The stock market is a good example. That's creating a market. Supply and demand. Example. I'm going to pick a stock here. Okay, well, Apple. Apple just had earnings. Okay, iPhone sales are at 11%. Services are up. Boom. Stock's up. There's more demand. Okay. If Apple didn't perform well on other areas of their business, the stock would drop. Why
Right.
is it? So a stockholder wouldn't have to, who wants to sell, could only sell what the market is going to give them. That's no different than a real estate purchase or
Yes.
sale. It's no different. You can't create. So if Apple's at 237.59, which it closed at, and pre-market's 244 right now after hours, okay, there's some demand for that stock. Let's just see what tomorrow brings out the comments go, whatever. But it's the same analogy, whatever, of creating a market for something. This is what a buyer is going to buy your stock at. I want 280. No buyers. I want 60 grand more for my house. There's no buyers. I'm not giving it to you. Sorry.
No. Well, and it's not like,
It's not
okay,
happening.
I have an analogy for you too. I go into a phone store. I go into Best Buy and an Apple phone, an iPhone 16 or whatever is worth 1,500 bucks. And then you have like a smartphone, some other kind that's like 1,000 bucks. And they're trying to upsell you so you get more commission, right? The Apple one's way better. This
Yeah.
one's way better. You
Yeah.
get this, you get this, you get that. And they try to sell you on buying something worth more money, same at car dealerships, so they make more money. The housing market is not like that, Mark. We can't go and say, have an open house and somebody comes through and I tell them it's worth 60 grand more than the neighbors because I think so. Do you see
Yeah.
what I mean? It doesn't work like that in houses. You're not selling someone a bill of goods. They can look on the open market, they can see what's comparable. They can, you have House Sigma, you have all this shit now.
Mhm.
We're not
There.
someone on something that is more money just because you want it. It doesn't work like that.
There's no market for it, Dan. At the end of the day, there's no market. And there's a lot of listings on this market today that are sitting there and rotting and collecting dust because they feel the house is that they want us to create a market that much higher for the properties. And it just doesn't work. That market's sailed. It's not coming back. It's
No,
not
it's
coming back.
not.
It's not. Even the Feds reduced rates this week. Any buzz
Quarter
on that?
point.
No, there's no buzz. This is not going to drive the market like everyone is thinking it's going to do. It's going to drive the market is look at the comparables. All that data is there. We have it. Every other agent in this community has it, and GTA, whatever. It's there. Extrapolate the data, show your clients.
And we're
Is that
still hovering around 5 for fixed rates anyway.
yeah, the fixes haven't come down. But anyway, enough about that. Just price your home. If you're a serious seller, price it for the market. Don't price it for, well, the other guy said it's 875. I'm going to go with him, but he didn't show me why 875. Doesn't make no sense.
Well, I'm having big problems with like Hickling Trail 948 and Westminster Circle 949. Like these areas are not even comparable.
No, pull it up.
They're not comparable at all.
So let's do the history on it. So right now, the current listing's 73 days of market. And that if it's that house, it's maybe 1,800, 1,900 square feet. Um,
It's 3 plus 2 bed. It's got a kitchen in the basement, 40 foot by 120-foot lot. It's not legal.
it's not.
948 on Hickling Trail.
Yeah. Go through the listing, then we'll pull up history on it. So there's a prime example. 73 days on market. That's just before we pull up the history. It's probably longer. Um, it's not a market for it. I'm sorry. If you're not getting attention on your property within 2 weeks, meaning an offer, then you're not getting one. The market's telling you, listen to the feedback.
That's
Okay.
pictures.
So pull up the history on it. I know everything's going to be history on it.
Hold on.
What are you looking for?
I think this could be one of my clients.
Oh, they probably didn't like the price you gave them. Pull the
Didn't
history.
talk to me. Oh, no, no.
Original price was 998.
Well, I think the seller is the agent.
Let's go back up and see. No,
Well,
it's
it's
not.
the same last name.
That could be. It could be relation. Should be in the comments.
It's not in
Whatever.
the comments.
Doesn't matter. There's some relation. Pull up the listing. Pull up the history.
They
So we start,
fully renovated it.
okay, so we started at 1,048,000 in October.
Mm-hmm.
October.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1,050,000 under 2,000 square feet in a crap area.
Yeah.
It's not happening. It's just
Nope.
not happening.
But this is what happens when a Toronto agent tells somebody to buy something and flip it.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, yes. Yes. Oh, I can get you
Like,
this. I can get you that. Look
so
at the
let's try
company.
the same price range. Westminster,
Good area.
4 bed, 5 bath,
25 to 3,000 square feet. 14 days on market.
beautiful area.
Hmm. Hmm. Big difference. Big difference in upgrades.
Well,
Floor,
the other one had new kitchen and everything too.
yeah,
But I mean, the area is shit.
there is crap. There is crap. You got to
This is
pick your
like,
location carefully.
well, yeah, this one, I mean, the bathrooms are original, but they're nice. The basement's nice.
And I don't find the price that bad for the square footage.
It's not.
Backyard's a little small, but that's typical in that neighborhood. Any history on that? So right now it's 14 days. 969, 970. Okay, so it's sold. So let's look at this. So it came on the market. It's
No, it sold conditional and came back.
right. We
Never
originally
sold.
started that prop. Look where we started the property though. These people are back in July that we started this process.
No.
We tried listing in September of last year
Yeah.
for 1.149
Then we came back up
in January for the same price, correct? No, we terminated it. Then we listed it in Feb of last.
February.
So these people have been listed for a year trying
And
to sell
yes,
this home.
yes.
Are those sellers motivated today to sell? No, no, no. Oh, who has the listing? Hmm. Right.
Hmm.
Well, there you
Well,
go.
that's what happens. They take it and then they try. Yeah.
Right.
But
It's
I
a
mean, the thing is, the thing that I want to explain to people, because I've had this same problem where like I go to one on Hickling Trail and they say, well, this one over here, and they're pointing to like the Westminster. I'm like, listen, like, look, you know that stupid TV show that used to be on location, location, location?
Mhm.
It's real.
That is
Like, you can't get that kind of price.
can't
You
can't
can't
create
compare
a
it.
price property in today's market. You just can't. That was 2020, 2020, and 2021.
Muirfield. So this is an RDOT area, three
Good
bed,
area.
3 bath, 919, 6 days on the market.
What I want to do too is when we're done going through some of these properties, I want to pull back some of the numbers for our viewers of previous months in that inventory. So just not 1 month, we can kind of go back a few months. Yeah, not bad. And if anyone's looking for an evaluation or a buyer has any questions and like to see some properties, click the links in the top of our description for more
I
details.
still, I still think this is kind of high, but I don't know.
It's not that big. I wish it's not that
Well,
big.
listen, this is my problem. Okay, this is my problem. For over 900, okay, I can't put a dining room table in
No, I know. I know. Small. Yeah.
unless I try to squeeze one over here or some flipping thing.
Yeah. And those pictures make it look big. It's not that big.
It's not
Small.
that big. Yeah, like that. And there's no couches in here or nothing.
No.
If you
What
put couches and real furniture, it would make it even look smaller.
what what's the history on that?
Nice area. I mean, there's a lot of nice things.
So here goes. 980. So we started off at 999. Last year,
Last January, it's been a year.
we listed on off. This is common. Everyone we haven't found yet, right? Long
Well, they
time?
changed real estate agents partway through.
Right. It's a long time. So you know what happens with me with my folks is when we see an overpriced listing, sometimes the agent, I'll reach out to the agent and I'll say, okay, where are your sellers realistically? I'm not asking for price. I'm not asking for give me, I'm not asking for anything like that. Where I'm trying to figure out how we're going to negotiate with an overpriced listing and a seller that is delusional on price. And 99% of the times I get a response back. Well, I think we should try. You never know.
Oh
No,
my,
sorry, I don't try. Those days are long gone. And I tell my folks that we shouldn't try because it's not going anywhere. Trust me. We're going to spend a half a day dealing with this and it's going nowhere. Let's just sit patiently because the right one's going to come up. And then 2 days later, I get a text. Do you want to have a talk about it? Not really. There was nothing to talk about. You can't sell me and you've been trying forever.
I know.
Get it. And I'm sounding negative, but it's honesty, right? I'd rather just cut the bullshit, get down to business. Where are we going to, can we this get done? Here's the valuation that I think it's worth. But your team thinks it's worth something else. And we've had 140 days on market.
Well, yeah, and I mean the like these kind of things, uh, like I don't know. I don't understand. Like Little Avenue, 989.
Yeah.
Who builds a beautiful, this is a brand new build.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be beautiful in there.
Well, we can't know
Well,
because you have pictures and they're not sized properly and they're taken from your iPhone. Either the agent owns the house or he's just not doing
but
anything.
who builds something like this on Little?
Agree. 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 49 days on market. The whole thing is wrong. Look at the bedrooms. Nothing, no
Uh-uh.
information. No one understands anything about that listing. Go down.
No, there's
Zero
no
bathrooms.
information about anything. No.
Zero bathrooms. Being sold
Oh
under
my God,
yeah,
Mark. Power of sale.
right? That's a
It's
set.
being sold as is, where is. So whoever was trying to build it lost it.
I've seen this twice in the last week now. One in Innisfil on Lilac, and this is the second one. Pull the history on it. He probably bought the land, tore down the house.
Nothing.
1.1. Wow.
No, I think they subdivided the land.
So, okay. Okay.
That's why it's so skinny. You see how
Yeah,
skinny it is?
that is tiny.
I mean, it's 49 feet, but they've filled the whole thing with house.
Hmm.
Marshall. Didn't
Yeah.
you show this one?
If you pull it up, I know. Go back up. No, it's really small. No, I got inquiries on it. 1,500 square feet to 2,000. It's under 2,000. It's not big. It's not $1 million, folks. Go to the history first. Oh, Mark Ferris team. Mark Ferris team overlists a lot of properties. Hmm. But the market's hot though.
Yeah, I
See,
know.
the market's heating up.
Well, they weren't before, but they seem to be now.
Don't even go through the listing.
No, I'm seeing this in this area. Okay. Marshall, watch this.
Well, there's a couple on there.
Yeah, so watch this. Um, it was on the other one. Well, t Little is in that area.
Mhm.
Marshall,
This is a,
Peacock Lane, Allendale Heights, same area.
yeah. Pull it up. It's really small too. My client inquired about that one too. 1,500 to 2,000 square feet, 938.
3 plus 2 bedrooms.
Small home.
This whole area is crazy priced.
But it's not selling, so it doesn't matter nothing. You can ask the moon. It's not
Well,
selling.
I don't understand why they like these small, they're not even big houses. Like, what are they thinking?
Dan, the market's overpriced. We wonder why buyers are frustrated. I have a handful of buyers looking to buy property, and we've seen some, and everyone we see has been on the market for months and months and months and months and months, and we're getting stupid questions. And why is it? Why do they do that? Well, why the other 25 you sent me in the last 3 months is the same story. This market is not priced for today's market. It's priced for the future appreciation or the rates are going to come down. It's spring. We're going to get ahead of the spring market. Not with these pricings, you're not.
What the hell is this?
We're a little bit off topic, folks, but um, it is what it is. But this is why 89% of the homes in that price range are not selling because of the pricing. And we've just proven a bunch. Dan, why don't we go to the spreadsheet we can show the viewers the history, just not December. We can go back a couple months and reiterate the same thing. And I'm sure the theme is very consistent,
Oh,
right?
this is $1 million on Livingstone.
That's it. And we wonder why the market's not turning. I really believe this market could do a lot better if the properties were priced accordingly for the market today.
Okay, what do you want to see?
So that was December. So can we go back, say November, October, and show some of the viewers that? Do we have that data or do we always change it? I can't remember.
We change it.
Ah, shit. That's too bad. Darn.
Yeah, we change it.
Okay. So, but this is common where this range has been heavily inventory, as we can see, and 10% of this we're seeing, this month in December, 11%. So we have another 89% of the listings sitting there, not selling. So how are the sales right now in that category? And right
Yeah,
now,
I'm gonna try to see how many are sold this month because we're almost at the end.
and let's see the actives too.
These
Would
are.
Oh, you okay. Okay. How many? 62? Okay.
Yeah, we're at 62
Okay.
and we only had in 59 before.
Okay.
So we've gained a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
And I want to see what is sold
Okay.
because yeah, like I mean, I don't know. I don't understand where people are getting these numbers. Like I said,
Yeah,
you
the
got to
agents are just
base it
taking
on the
prices. Diane, agents are just taking the price from what they want, what the sellers are telling them. That's all they're doing.
yeah,
That's we face it. We've had more and more convinced now, looking at the inventory, either as a delusional sellers sometimes, but it's delusional agents as well. And I'd rather be broke than take a property that I just can't create a market for.
eight
That
sold.
eight sold. So get my calculator out. It's 12% of the inventory.
Black
That,
Ash 917,
right?
but I want to see something. I remember this one.
Look how long they've tried it, right? They've tried it since
August at a
August,
million.
September, October, November, December, January. 5 months. It's taking 5 months. And that, yeah, my client, yeah, it was a different layout. I like it. I love the area, but the layout was kind of wonky. It's confusing. And they got a bit of a grade in the backyard. But anyway, um, it's not that big, but that's the right price. Why did it take 5 months to get the right price?
Well,
So,
if you look at the other ones I showed you right now, listed at 949 and 989 and whatever, they're up to frickin' lunch.
but we have to educate these sellers that and maybe the agents too, that why are we looking at what's priced actively in the market? Because it's not a true representation of what the market's actually doing. It's totally the opposite. 5 months to sell that house, and that's a long time. So what ends up happening is that, yeah, you get the odd showing, but they're just looking at it like we're comparing. Well, let's go see why this one's 989 or 920 when the run around the corner was 865. And there's probably not much difference.
This
It's
one in Holly Meadow just sold for 898.
priced.
4 bed, 3 bath.
Pull the history out. Any money. There's more than 5 days of 16 days of history there. Yeah, there is. Look at it. Started off in June,
June for $1 million.
million, and we got what?
898,
So
100
100 grand
grand.
less. What's that telling? What's that telling?
I know.
It's telling the same story. We repeat the same thing over and over, but
Nicholson.
we don't get this. We don't get any results. It's called madness.
Well, like the thing is, like I said, like, and it happened to your colleague that you ran into.
Did him a
Like,
favor,
people don't want to hear it.
but I'm looking for sellers that want to sell, not sellers that I'll sell if I get my price. Call me. I'll be agent B. I'll be
Yeah,
the B guy. Call me. I'm a great agent B because I'll give you the reality. And 9 times out of 10, you'll probably call me after you've done a 4 month listing with someone and it's not working out. And folks, there's another story. Don't sign for a 6 month or 5 month listing. Go 3 months. You want some options. Okay.
yeah.
Don't do this because it's just not, you're locked in that contract. They're not letting you.
Do you even ever put it out there? I never go more than 3 months anyway.
I don't.
I
And
never
I've,
even ask.
no, no, no. Um, Do you want to go through the school things real quick to educate some people? Done every video. Let's do it. Take 5 minutes. So what Dan's going to pull up is, as again, most of our market is fueled by GTA buyers and out of town buyers. So we want to give you a tool here where you could find a, school. What school is my kids going to go to? Then you can go to the Simcoe County and look for is it the transportation side of it. You can go back to one of our videos in the library that we do a breakdown of the schools in the community and ratings. So there's some really good education with that. We've seen so many buyers. Oh my God, I wish you would have researched this more. My kid's doesn't get qualified for the bus, and me and the wife are on our way to work. We got someone to walk the kids. It's frustrating. So I think this is good. And then we'll take it furthermore with a crime map. So the crime map will show you what is going on in that particular area or neighborhood.
So this is the Simcoe County District School Board, which is public. You can go to Simcoe Muskoka Catholic
Yeah,
School Board too, if you're Catholic. You hit the school search, and then you just find out what child your child should attend, and then you hit Barrie, and then we'll just make up an address, and then it will tell you look up my school. And once you find your school, it's Hillcrest Public School. You can hit the transportation link that tells you, um,
if they qualify for bus services.
yes. And this one gives you exactly like what school board, if it's
Yeah.
public, Catholic, whatever, and you are eligible.
Good tool. Good tool.
So that if you want to see about the crime map, search the Barrie Police crime map, and
You gotta hit a disclaimer, I think, at the bottom, right? Yeah.
yeah, you have to hit the disclaimer. And then up at the top right, there's a little interactive crime map. So you hit that up there, and then it shows you all the crime, the type of crime, and if you hit the ward,
At the home right there.
it shows you what's going on in that ward.
Yep. Yep. For all this, that can you go 10 days or does that have to be 60 days? Can you go 30 days? I'm just wondering that
Yeah,
because,
you can go 30.
okay, so 6 days. So again, in Ward 3, there's 10 assaults, 9 bail violations, search of probation, fraud, impaired driving, motor vehicle theft, 3, robbery, offensive weapons, 1. So
See, you're gonna always see theft and shoplifting and stuff more. Like you're gonna see it like over here, you don't see any because
Right.
there's no stores there barely, right?
Correct. Yeah. And that was 60 days.
Hmm.
So it's good things.
Well, that's 10 days. I,
Days.
I I went up to I moved it to 10. This
Yep.
is 60.
Yep. So another tool for buyers that are looking on area and saying, "Hey, I want to get a little bit more educated on what's the crime like in this neighborhood that you're showing me today."
Hmm.
Well, here you go. Here you go. Take some notes,
Hmm. Interesting.
right? So,
I'm looking in my new neighborhood, Mark.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I think it's
impaired
better.
offenses. Five.
Well, it's better than less offenses than where I am now.
Yeah, some are minor. But hey, I think that's a wrap. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channels for more information. And sorry for getting a little passionate and excited about overpricing, but we've been talking about this for 2 years now, and it's almost not even, it's just so, it seems like it's rehearsed because we say the same thing about it, but it's just, we just don't get it, right? And it shows up in the market, right? So the numbers don't lie. So it's crazy. Every property we showed that sold had massive history. It's not good. It's
No, I
tough.
know.
So if you think you're gonna find a buyer, well, let's try that price. Don't try it. Price it the right way because you're gonna get missed.
Yeah,
Bottom line. Okay. Again, people want some more information, reach out to us and we'd love to help you out.
great.
See ya.
See ya.